All right, day 2. So yesterday did 7.2. Today probably try to do maybe 20, 25. We'll see. Plan on try to do some fishing and just take it easy. It's probably about maybe 8 o'clock, close to 8 o'clock, getting on the river. So, all right. Yeah, I'm not really sure what the river level is this morning. There's no phone reception where I'm at right now, so but I think I got 10 miles before I get to Cass. Maybe there'll be phone reception down there. So this is the town of Cass. It's one of the towns that we passed through in Greenbrier. This is a train ride, which we saw earlier in the video. Alright, so there's my canoe, and like I said, I had blueberry pancakes and bacon over at Cass Trading Company, or Post, and then heading that way down the river. I'm a baby deer up there. There's the baby. Got separated from his mom. Now in the water. Oh, there. Right there. Go down on it. Okay. Yeah, that mama deer took off, started going up the hill on that side of the river. It's just a big slope, cliff coming down. Now mama took off, and I guess the baby deer couldn't make it where she was going. So it came back down to the water, and then it slipped in the water. And then it started trying to get to shore, and it finally got to shore, but then got on slippery rocks. So thank goodness it kind of just stopped. By the time I got to it, it just froze on the rocks. So, but I'm sure the mother got reunited with the baby. Yeah, I thought I was going to have to rescue the little deer because it kept trying to get on shore, but the rocks were too slippery for it to get back up. But it was able to, so thank goodness. I didn't have to save no deer. But that's probably the 5th, 6th deer I've seen. All the other ones are in some taller grass, and I really didn't notice them until they started. Once they got close to them, they took off. You could see the white tail in the air. But the river's been great. I love this river. I mean, I love how Buffalo River was beautiful. I like this because the wilderness, the forest just comes to the river. There's no sandbars or anything. It's just river and woods. So very peaceful. And it's definitely easy to paddle too. Lots and lots of rapids. I mean, very rarely are you not in a rapid, at least on this section, the upper section. So You know, you do a little paddling and steering, and I mean, you're cruising 3.5 to 4.5 miles an hour. So makes it for an enjoyable time to kind of just look around. But I learned my lesson to pay attention, to make sure I'm not going to get pinned again. So, you know, enjoying the scenery that God created here, but also trying to stay afloat and not pinned. Oh dear. I guess going into headwind kind of helps with the wildlife because they can't smell me. Because that one didn't even notice I was there until I bumped the oar paddle with on the boat. So yeah, and then finally looked at me and started walking away a little bit slowly, and I kind of just turned. Didn't want it to scare it off. So that's 2 deer that I was able to put on video at least today. Well, 3, including the little baby. And then, like I said, about another 3 or 4 that I saw when it was too late and it was running off. So yesterday and today's been pretty good with deer. Lots of deer on the river. Again, yesterday too, I was going into headwind. Not strong, this one was, but yesterday, you know, had headwind, so I guess my scent's staying upriver away from them so they can't smell me. So unless they see me, then surprise, I'm here. So, man, it's just a beautiful river. I'm loving it. All right, need to pay attention. Yeah, I watched several different folks' videos on the Greenbrier, and I don't recall seeing any wildlife deer as much as I have on their videos. I don't know if they didn't record them or, you know, there were a group of people. I mean, usually about 4, 5, 6 people going, so maybe they're talking a lot. I don't know, but since I didn't see any really much wildlife, I decided to leave my digital camera at home, and now I regret it. I wish I would have brought my digital camera, because I could have had some really nice photos of the deer. Live and learn, I guess. I was like, well, it's just an extra thing I got to carry, you know, that big dry box with the camera in it and the lenses. But yeah, I wish I would have done it now. So I guess I got my iPhone, but at least on my digital camera I got a nice zoom on it, so I can zoom in pretty good. But live and learn. Next time I come up here, definitely bring in a digital camera. And then I've also seen 2 bald eagles. They have been going down the river. You know, they'll fly a little ways and land on a tree, and as soon as I get close, they'll take off again. But there's 2 of them, but I don't know if they flew off somewhere else because I haven't seen them in about the last 10 minutes or so. But it's right now 3:02, and I've been 25 miles, so I'll probably around mile 30 start looking for camp, and that'll put me in about 17 miles from Marlington, which is their place to eat also. Maybe get lunch there, get a burger or something. But yeah, yeah, I've been trying to do some fishing. I had this doohickey here where I put a line behind me and was kind of trolling. Stopped doing that after, I guess, hooked up on a log or tree limb or something and took half my spool of line before I cut it out. So, but stopped off a couple times on the river or slow places. Through different, I got I guess a shiner thing and then some little grub with a tail or something on it. I have no idea about this freshwater fishing, but Chuck at Appalachian Sports suggested these lures, so I tried them, but so far no good. I have no idea how you fish on a river. I always do salt water. So it's a little different, but as soon as I get to camp, I'm gonna definitely, hopefully, maybe see if I can catch something around camp so I can have fish for dinner. If not, then I guess a dehydrated meal it is. But time to get back to paddling. Like I said, got about another 5 miles and then I'm gonna start looking for a camp somewhere. Alright, so here's the tunnel. Well, that says Sharp Tunnel 1899 and the other says 1900. Ooh, kind of chilly. Here, there's the end. Choo choo. Choo choo. There, that's where I came from. And that's where we're going, that way. Alright, so end of the day. So did 31 miles today, 7.2 I think yesterday, so 38 miles total so far. Camp set up. So got the hammock set up here, right on the water. And the canoe's down there because it's kind of steep right here, but this is it. But so far it's been a good day. Again, saw some deer. The water definitely is dropping. It's not moving as fast as yesterday, and in this section, this little area down here where I'm at, didn't have as many rapids as this morning and of course yesterday, but it's still moving. I think, I stopped paddling one place is like 2.5 miles per hour, so still nice, because Buffalo I was averaging about 3.5 miles an hour and I was paddling. So but yeah, so far so good. I'm gonna try to do a little fishing, see if catch anything. If not, do a dehydrated meal. See y'all later. Alright, so day 3. It's 8 o'clock in the morning, just getting on the river. Got about 10 miles before Marlington. I'm gonna stop there, get some lunch, and then try to do another 25, 30 miles today. Yesterday did 30. I stopped off for breakfast and stopped and did some fishing and still have plenty of time. So as long as the river keeps moving, then maybe I'll do maybe I can get to 30. But again, no rush to continue to try fish. Caught that one little small baby bass. Tried it, and then when I was reeling it in, some other big bass started coming trying to eat it. So I tried to fish that area a little bit more to see if I can catch a bigger one, but I couldn't get them to bite after that. But beautiful morning, feels good. I'm not sure what the temperature is since I don't have access to my cell reception. So, but I mean, still moving pretty good without paddling. Right now, just floating. I am going about, let's see, 4 miles an hour. Yeah, 4.2. So, still pretty good. I mean, there are some spots that it does slow down, but not much. But here's the river in the morning. Beautiful and peaceful. Kind of freaked out on that log. There's another deer and baby. Oh, up here too. Oh goodness, tons of them. Over by the trees. Right there is a wall there, so you can't go anywhere. So pacing back and forth for a little while. Got some guests here at the Greenbrier Grill. How y'all doing? Alright, so day 3 is in the books. Did 24.5 miles today. It's about 5:21 now. Just set up camp. So stopped off in Marlington, ate at the Greenbrier Grill, then took my time paddling. Did a lot of fishing, didn't catch anything. Met some fishermen on the river. He gave me some pointers. So we'll try that tomorrow. But while I was talking to him, he caught 2 fish, so there are fish out there. It's just I don't know how to catch them. So we'll see how my luck turns out tomorrow. But the camp had a nice incline, so there's the canoe down that hill. So I had to carry everything uphill. I got the hammock set up over here. So, the hammock all set up. And the river's right there. So again, tomorrow just no plans, just wake up in the morning and paddle, do some fishing, see if I catch anything. Temperature's definitely starting to get hot. When I first saw the river, that was rising, and I looked at the weather, I was like, oh, look, sweet. Most of the nights are going to be high 50s, low 60s, and the days were going to be like mid 70s, upper 70s. Now the temperatures are high is going to be in the 80s, mid 80s, mid to low 80s, I guess. And evenings are roughly around 66 degrees. So still kind of cool, but once you kind of paddle all day and set up camp, you're kind of hot, so it doesn't feel cool. But once I settle down, I'll cool off and I'll be good. But yeah, so I think I've done now, what was it? I think 63.5 miles. I had it calculated yet. 63.4 miles. And so I still got about 90 miles to go. So 90 miles, so maybe 3 more nights on the river. So, but I did watch some videos a while back, and they said that once you get to a certain point, it starts getting more populated with houses on the river and stuff like that. And it starts tough time finding camp. Well, after Marlington, I decided, once I hit around 20 miles today, I was going to start looking for camp. And 4 miles later, found it. And I was up at, like I said, a nice steep hill. But I mean, it's nice clearing up here. So mosquitoes ain't too bad, just got flies flying around. But I guess I need to get used to all the bugs and mosquitoes since next year I'll be going to Canada for a month and a half. So paddling up there. So need to get used to the bugs because they got severely bugged. Lots of mosquitoes and black flies. But the trip's been great so far. I mean, yeah, after Marlington, it's not as many rapids, not as moving as fast. A lot more people, well, before today I didn't see anybody, but of course it is weekday, today's Saturday. So, I mean, I saw several people out, kayaks, canoes, people fishing. And then of course lots of houses after Marlington. But it's still nice. I mean, the scenery's still beautiful. It's still quiet. So I don't really mind the population around. It's a lot different than Buffalo River where there's nothing on the river. No houses or anything like that. But this river's nice. I like it because it's just like the Buffalo River's a lot of sharp curves, narrow river. So, a lot of technical paddling because you got to make sure you don't pin your canoe like I did, or you get pushed up into a tree or something going around a short, narrow bend. Where this river is kind of wide and the turns are real long, wide. So, I mean, it's really an enjoyable, relaxing river. I mean, I've enjoyed it so much. I just love how the forest just on both sides just comes to the water, versus like Buffalo River and stuff. You got a lot of sandbars everywhere. Now, granted, if you want to stop and take a break, it's really not many places to take a break at, considering it's just forest. But beautiful river. I mean, I wouldn't mind doing it again. Maybe another time when it's a lot cooler. Maybe the fall where the leaves are starting to change or something. That'd be nice. But I'm gonna have some dinner, relax for a little while, and then hit the bed and start doing it tomorrow. I'll say the flies are a little bad in this area. Guess they like my stinky shoe. I didn't do it the first time. Trying to show you how steep it was. First time I made it down with the first load, I made it gracefully. Alright, so we're on day 4. Last night was a good night, slept good. Didn't have to wake up or anything, no noise in the woods. It is right now 7:22, so kind of a foggy morning today, but again, like always, just gonna take it easy, see what today brings. Another one right at the boat. So why don't they get it a while back so they can have some time to swallow it? There we go. Yeah, a little bigger one. All right, buddy. All right, that was fun. Pretty flowers. Okay. Woo, that was fun! this vine goes along the river quite a bit. I've seen a lot of places. It has like these little pink flowers all over them. Real pretty. You'll see sections, just a lot of these just along the river. Little rock bluff here. Yeah, a few houses there, but there haven't been too many houses this morning. Only been 12 miles, so I've only seen one fisherman on a kayak, but that's it. Alright, so day 4 is in the books. 30.1 miles today. It was a hot one. Whew, man, it was hot. But it was a good one. Had one nice little rapid toward the end. And then, let's see, caught several fish. So that was good. No keepers though. They're all too small. Plus I was too far from where I was going to camp out anyway to keep them. So, but here's camp right here. So, yeah, right on the water. The hammock set up right here. So, but yeah, I'm tired. I'll be hitting the bed early tonight with that heat. But I was able to find like a little waterfall coming off the side of the mountain, so I was able to filter some nice cold water for the day. But that's about it. I'm tired. Probably going to cook dinner real quick and then just cool off a little bit and then hit the bed. And then tomorrow probably, I don't know, Not sure what I'm gonna do yet. I'm right at 93.5 miles gone already, so I have about 57 miles to go. So I like to try to do maybe 30 tomorrow, and then the remainder on Tuesday, finish it up. So, but we'll see how it goes tomorrow.